Hey everybody, welcome next to another episode of the Metal Family Experience. I am your host David, and with me is
David.
Yeah, I like David today.
Dave.
No, I like David.
Damn it, Dave.
No.
I got your David. And I'm what the fuck Chuck, because I am.
And tonight we have another local band. One of my favorites tonight is Gelatin Skeleton.
Fuck yeah.
Hey guys, welcome. It's about time.
Hell yeah, good to be here.
It's about time. It's about time. Been trying to get you guys on. So, all right, let's start. Let's go right to the very beginning. How did it all start?
I woke up one day, and that was it.
That was it?
Yeah.
I was like 2012. Well, 2011 we started jamming, but
Who's we?
me and Matt, jeez. I went on a date with his brother, and his brother was a drummer, and he was like, "You don't want me, you want my brother." I guess I didn't go on a date with his brother. I went on a double date with his brother, with my girlfriend, and his brother's girlfriend.
You go,
Went on a date with his brother.
And this was what year? You said 2001?
2011 it was when we started jamming, but
Pay attention, Dave.
he was we were drinking. He's like, text him right now. So I texted him, and we met up a couple times, started jamming, started writing like right away, and then just kept with it. Man,
Nice.
like, all these years.
Nice.
But then how did it?
Over COVID, during COVID, we were like recording our EP, and it got all messed up because of that. So it was like slowed the whole process down.
Yeah, COVID fucked up.
We
a lot
lost
of
our
shit.
other bass player in the middle of that, and then he came on and just killed it ever since.
And him is Ian.
Yeah, him is
Hello.
yeah.
I guess we should have went around the room.
Yeah, I
like
probably
that.
should have gone around and
Damn it.
introduced. But you can go introduce yourself, so I don't care. But no, I'm always interesting. So 2011, and then you joined. And then I was talking to this dude right here to my right, Will. Not even a year yet.
Yep, it'll be a year next month.
Damn, I don't know, man. It seemed like it's longer than that.
I know. It fit right in though, man. That's why when he joined,
yeah.
it was like we didn't even have to tell him
I
what
saw
to do. He already knew. He already knows what to do. He's already a veteran too, because of Mannequin, so he was already coming from like a strong background. So it wasn't even like right? He's like, yeah. Bam.
Yeah, I've only seen Will singing with you guys. That's it. I didn't know anything about
Mannequin was
the other.
tell him Mannequin was like, how long you guys been? Like,
Mannequin was
10
formed
years?
in 2005, and we played all the way up to almost 2021. So yeah, we were together 16 years.
yeah.
Nice.
So he was
It's a pretty
already
good run, man.
Yeah.
It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
It's just so fucking weird though when I talk to guys like you. It's like, yeah, 20, 15, 20, yeah, 20, yeah, about 20 years. I'm like, holy fuck, Jesus Christ, man.
You're old, Dave.
Yeah,
You
I'm
are
old.
fucking old.
I'm old. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Because you guys, the first time I saw you was it 23? Was it 23? Metal? No.
2030.
No, 20, yeah, it was last year.
23.
No, 2023.
This past year's.
The past year wasn't it? The year before too?
Because he's only been with us.
Oh,
for about
that's
a year.
right.
Damn,
Oh,
Dave.
yeah.
That's right.
Last year.
Pay attention.
Yeah, because we've seen you. Yeah, 'cause we've seen you guys play here locally.
Get your little notebook. Take notes.
I do take notes. I got their shirt on underneath there. I got their stickers. I got their album at home.
Yeah. Did you come to that Mayhem or the Meadville show with Terra from Grace 10 year?
Voodoo
No, we haven't seen a show south of
That
your.
was when the wives were my wife was down in Arizona. And we went down to see the kids at school.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was that weekend. Yeah, actually, we were coming
I
back.
wasn't as hungover as I was driving back still from Indiana, PA. I might have stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, of course, I'm always the sober one, but I knew when I
Sober my ass.
met him over here and looked at him, I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those days. You're hungover. This is gonna be a good ride down there.
And he's
Yeah.
just like, I don't care. I'm just riding.
I do. I was riding and chilling. I was high. I didn't care. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, playing together all them years. Like we started at Raven Sound back on State Street, 26th and State, and then moved to Basement Transmissions. We've been there for like 6 years now, 7 years,
Nice.
and that place has been awesome.
That place is fun. That place is
It's a nice
fun.
spot.
Yeah.
It's a
That
good
place is
spot.
It's a
fun.
great
too.
spot, yeah. Bobby J's awesome.
Yeah, it's an
Letting
awesome
us
place
jam
to
there
have.
for so long. I'm like, thanks for keeping this place open.
Now, what do you got coming up? What gigs you guys got going on?
Right into that, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear the origin. Now, what's coming up?
Oh, we'll go back.
I
We'll
was gonna
circle.
say, I was
circle
just
back.
gonna say we got. Well, we're pretty much recording. We got a lot of out of town shows coming up. We're playing in.
May is our first show,
Yeah,
isn't it?
May 3rd's our first show back, but it's in we're doing Maple Heights, Ohio, and then
Youngstown.
Akron, Ohio, and then we're
Shit.
doing Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah,
That's
that-
cool.
All
That's
I know
very
is I
cool.
need to get to the shows when it comes back.
We're only doing 2 or 3 in Erie this year, so it's gonna be a lot of out of town. But
Nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
moving out to
Nothing wrong with
Buffalo,
that.
yeah, going out to Buffalo, Rochester probably. And
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
pretty cool.
Spread our wings.
Spread our wings a little
Hell
bit.
yeah,
so
that's
we're
awesome.
still record. We're getting used to all our recording equipment now, and pretty solid on starting something getting
Hell
that
yeah.
done. So once the album, we're pretty much focusing on recording the album and playing out of town. That's our
Kill
main
two birds with one stone because we get to play out of town, which develops a new fan base, and then when we do play in
Yep.
Erie, it's going to draw.
Yeah, it's gonna draw more.
Here too.
We're only playing a few times in Erie.
No, anytime you get an opportunity to play out of your home base, you take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, sure,
I mean, you gotta take it.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Doesn't matter where. So that's cool to see that.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, yeah.
I've been seeing a lot more of that lately.
Yeah.
I'm seeing flyers coming out for in May, June, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People book shows a
Yeah.
year early now.
Oh, you
That used
have
to not
to.
be the thing. Yeah.
I'm seeing it's in Ohio and shit. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, cool. I like seeing that too.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Yeah, I can see the last time. Well, actually, the last time I saw you guys perform was after practice. That was about a month ago.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sundays.
Somebody
Yeah.
had to work.
That was pretty cool. That was-
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Somebody
cool
had to work that
experience.
day. God damn it.
That's always a cool experience
Shift life.
Yeah, that's good.
to watch behind the scenes. Yeah, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Me and him went to a Brotherhood practice
Oh,
one
that's
night.
cool. Yeah.
And it was just cool, chill, sitting around
It is.
listening to him.
Yeah, we
Right.
like it because it's fun for us too. You know, it gives us a chance to kind of perform for someone else other than a show. you
Right,
know.
right.
It gives practice that little bit of extra edge for us.
It's
We
like
never
I'm
shy
not
away
asking
from
you to
guests in
change
the
your
gym.
practice day, but Friday could be better.
Right?
No, it's always interesting just to see how certain bands take their practice.
Oh, the method behind making
Yeah.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
well, you saw. We were
I
working
walked
there.
in, I looked over, and I'm like, okay, there's a laptop right here. Okay. I'm looking you bring your earpiece. I'm like, okay, they take
Yeah,
their
you
shit.
came day one of messing with us. We finally got our
In-ear monitor.
in-ear monitor set up, so you came that day. It was a
Yeah, and I'm
fun
thinking to myself, I'm
experiment
like,
with
okay, there,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's new.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's. I mean, we're still learning some stuff and working as we go, but
Yeah,
every
but
day we
that's-
make progress. It's just
But that's next.
Chipping away
But that's
at it, yeah.
that's
It's making it
next
easier.
level.
Yeah.
That's next level.
yeah,
Yeah, makes it a lot
That's the
easier.
difference between bands that are looking to make music and then bands are just wanting to hang out.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Everyone.
yeah. It's kind of a
take
mixture of all of it.
seriously.
Yeah, it's like hanging out, but also working too. It's like
Yeah.
It's not worth doing if we're not having fun, but we all
Right.
understand that we take it very seriously. Yeah, every one of us are very dedicated to what we do,
Yeah.
and it
You
shows.
can really see that when you're watching you guys at the show like that. I mean,
appreciate
you
it.
see
Yeah,
that
that's
passion in it, and it makes it that much better.
thanks.
And you got a pretty damn big practice place.
But yeah, you see all
Compared to what
shit.
I
There's
see
no way we can
others.
practice in any smaller
I'm
place.
like, this is like the penthouse. I remember you showed me. I walked in. I'm like, I'm expecting just, like a closet. And I look. I'm like, holy
comes the
shit.
Oh yeah.
Cover your eyes, put the safety glasses on.
I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, that is.
Yeah, I feel bad.
That's a
for
fucking penthouse,
The band
man.
I feel the worst for is Battle Chapel, dude, because they have 6 people.
They got,
they have a lot of people,
Yeah, they
and
all
it's
have.
Closet.
yeah, they have a closet to practice in. Yeah, I was like,
usually
oh
standing
man.
at the door singing. and-
Yep.
Practicing with Perdition was always a nightmare.
Uh huh.
6 people in that band.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot.
The biggest band has the smallest.
I would have to sit on my bass amp.
So you
Claire's
gotta
keyboard
have,
just in my ribs.
Nice.
man, I don't know what that would be like though, being a band that had six or more people.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
That had to be a headache.
When Mannequin started, we had 2 vocalists. We had 6 people, and it's difficult, man. Especially you get into certain bars, and they're like, "All right, here's the stage," and you're like,
That's it.
"All right, we can put the drum set up there."
Yeah,
the
the
rest
drum
of the
set's
guys
good,
are on the
yeah.
floor.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't. I couldn't do the headache.
It's
No.
worth it.
But yeah, you guys got it's fun watching like the
Just wish I
behind
could tell them to
scenes.
play something. I can't.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, man, you just gotta sit and stick with it.
I always tell it's so funny too. 'Cause I tell people all the time. I'm like, oh yeah, back in high school, I was in my freshman and sophomore year, I was in the drum line, and then my junior, senior was the trumpet. So they automatically drum line. No. It was the big things that go boom, boom, then the cymbals. That's it. That's I barely could play them. No.
Those are hard.
Yeah, no, they weren't the big ones. They were the small ones. It was not hard. Yeah, it was not hard at all.
Dave likes the big
Practices
ones.
everything.
No, yeah, I just did it, because my brother or sister was in it, so I just followed. It was fun, but
Yeah.
it wasn't I just like telling along. I love the behind the scenes shit. I like the music and shit. But yeah, and then the good thing about you guys is like you guys fit in good with the scene out here. Yeah, I like the scene out here. I like the bands out here.
Oh, yeah,
You're welcome.
There's a lot of good
Yeah,
ones.
thanks,
You're
Chuck.
welcome.
Thanks,
There's-
Chuck.
there's-
Wasn't
so
for
many.
you, if you would have never met me,
Yeah.
you would have never went.
I would have never found it. Yeah, I started
Yeah,
that.
there's-
Yeah, the
That's
first
like
If I
the one
would've
to
never
go
met
to,
Jaden
too.
and worked with him,
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't know you guys now.
Oh, damn.
Honestly.
No,
I
yeah.
love metal, but I never
That's
really went out and checked out the
No,
local
not
shit.
at all.
And that was like that's a good one to go to. Metal
Yeah.
Masters. Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's the big like
Ever
family
since
reunion.
Jaden
Jaden
really
was the first
started
one.
that.
He said the tickets on me. I'm like,
Ever since Jaden started Massacre, I feel personally that was kind of the turning point for the scene as far as unity under one band.
Right.
Yeah, because it was.
That's when it started to look like, all right, this is a family reunion. You know, every
Yeah.
year we look forward. It's like a
It
metalhead
basically
Christmas.
is, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I look forward to that
I'm waiting.
all
Yeah.
year.
And it
What
grows
was
every
it?
year.
It
It's
was.
just-
I moved here 2011. It
Oh.
was 2023 when we went to our first.
Your first.
Yeah, my first. It would have been your second
Second
metal.
one.
So it was April 2023 when
Yep.
we got into it.
Yep, when you did.
at the Sandbar.
Said we.
Yeah. Oh yeah. you
When I
give me
started
that.
playing metal in the Erie scene, 2004, 2005 era, like it wasn't like it is today. You played shows with bands, and it was a lot of this in the back, and they'd watch maybe a song, and then they'd disappear out the back door.
Right.
It was all competitive, and everybody we're trying to make it big, so we'll cut anybody's throat to get there if we can. Nowadays, it's not like that, man. It's more about promoting anybody else over ourselves. Like,
Yeah.
we have a rule, like we don't wear any of our own merchandise for that reason alone. Like we don't want to promote ourselves. We want to promote the scene and the people around us.
Yeah.
So that's really what we're all about. Is just building 814 metal music, not necessarily the Gelatin Skeleton brand.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. it's all-
who,
there's
so who
something-
came up with that name?
Actually, our first singer. It was our first singer. He was like, we were thinking the name sucks. Thinking the name is like the hardest thing, you know. Like we're like, I don't really care, but I don't want it to be dumb. And he goes, how about Gelatin Skeleton and the Toilet Goaters? I was like, I'm not gonna be a fucking toilet goater, dude. So I was like, how about just Gelatin Skeleton? But actually, I didn't really like it at first. But everybody else in the room was like, fuck yeah, that's the name. And I was like, let's sleep on it, guys. Let's sleep on it. And then like started telling people, they were like, I kind of like it. And
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, I like it.
But then it grew on me because I was like every name. I've never liked any band name I've had until like later on. I'm like, I get it now. It's all right.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's a good name.
I've
yeah, it
always
was
been
just-
a big fan of it, even
just
before I
fun.
was in the band.
It fits like I like that it's like, you know, it's not quite like a metal, like it's not obviously
That's
a
my
metal
favorite
band
part of
name.
it.
Yeah.
But you know, like, but at the same time,
Oh,
like, we got a lot
really?
of
See,
different parts,
when
so
I think
it's
of
comical.
Gelatin Skeleton,
Yeah.
I think of
It is.
metalcore. Yeah, when
Think
I
of
see
hardcore?
no metalcore.
Oh, metalcore.
Yeah, I think of that real quick. Yeah,
Cereal with
I
the
didn't know what to
genres
think when
over
I heard
there.
the band name. I was like, Gelatin Skeleton,
That's-
all right. And then
yeah.
you hear these guys play, and you're like, wow, that's
Yeah.
not what I
Yeah.
had in mind at all. Okay, cool.
no,
Okay.
really, no, it really wasn't. So I remember because the first 23, it was Brotherhood's reunion
yeah. Oh,
on
they
Friday,
just got
Friday
that,
night,
yeah.
and I kept asking him, I'm like, what are they like? You know, I've never heard of them. You know,
You
I'm
just
like,
gotta listen.
yeah, he was telling me it's like, a little bit kind of,
like
you like
just wait.
Pantera, right? He
Just
goes, yeah.
wait.
I'm like, yeah, I kind of like it, but a little harder. I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, holy fuck, this is not what I thought. I'm like, okay, I like this. I like this. That, yeah. Last year was good too.
Yeah, last,
hell yeah.
was that
Yeah,
the-
last year.
Yeah.
We played, yeah, that was
It's always good for me now because you drive.
Yeah, 'cause I rarely drink, but you know, I'll get high, but I rarely drink. So yeah, I'm the
Year before.
It's the second.
Last year we
Last
played.
year was you steaming afterwards. We got a picture of him
Yeah.
like steaming afterwards. It's perfect.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a killer. That was a killer show.
That was
It
a
was.
nice show.
It's always fun, dude. That Metal
yeah.
Mask was always like fun.
We look forward to every year, man. It's
Yeah.
like the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Now we didn't go to the Hootenanny.
Yeah,
Did you guys?
yeah. The Hootenanny was,
Oh,
it was
absolutely.
good.
Yeah, we're gonna go this
Yeah,
year.
this year it's gonna be
I forget
great.
I forget we had something going on,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're gonna go this year.
It's okay because it was hot as balls that day.
It was hard.
Yeah, so
It
I'm
was
right,
hard,
yeah.
man.
It was a rough year for the Hootenanny, but we made it through.
persevered,
The
though.
RV was all worth it.
Yeah, I'm right.
This year will be a lot better.
Yeah, it was alright. But yeah, this year it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
saw
another-
the pictures afterwards. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
kind of glad we have
Fairgrounds.
Yeah, they got
plans.
the
I'm like,
Wattsburg Fairgrounds this year, so that's going to be off the hook,
Yeah,
man.
so
That
we're all
venue was
familiar with that
always
because that's
great.
what A14
That's,
Fest
you
used to
always
be.
had 814 there.
Yeah.
That's the first time I met you.
Yep,
Oh, yeah?
Jake
absolutely.
introduced me to you there.
Yep.
yeah,
That
there's-
was always
okay.
good to the
That was a good
814
time,
Fest, so
man.
that I'm sure that venue will continue to be good to the Hootenanny for many years to come. Cause
I hope
that
so,
venue
yeah.
is great, man. I'll
Yeah.
It
tell
is a
you
good
what.
spot.
Plus it's inside, so if it does start
Yep,
raining,
you don't have to worry about
yeah,
weather.
yeah, that's what I was
sunshine,
gonna.
nothing's
Yeah,
good,
because I've never been to.
It's a big
Yeah.
indoor.
I was
The
never. I
acoustics
never went to
isn't
the
the best in the
814 or
building,
anything, so I
but
have
you
no
get
idea
what
what
you
it's
get,
like.
you
I'm
know
kind
what
of
I mean?
looking
It's
forward to
guy
it.
in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's loud as a motherfucker.
Especially because he's having Matt Copeland do sound. That dude's like the best. So
Oh yeah.
Matt Copeland doing sound.
Copeland can make. You
Yeah.
can play in a fucking airplane tunnel and he makes it sound great.
Yeah, really.
He's the one that does the
Dude, he's still
massacre.
good. Yeah, he
Yep.
does. He
That's a hell of a
does
setup,
all the
yeah.
Yeah,
stuff.
He's
yeah.
the man.
It always sounds good. My ears were like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sucks about it
First
is
night of massacre. Yeah, it's like
Yep.
do it.
and we do it to ourselves, and we know better too.
Oh,
Because
yeah. Oh, yeah,
we're
standing right next to the
yeah,
speaker
we're
stand.
old guys. I'm like,
It's like I'm already down.
let's just go buy a speaker. We're going to be there anyway.
Yep.
We're not going to be able to hear anyway. Our ears are fucking permanent ringing. It's
Yep.
a, like it's,
Yeah, yeah.
it's.
Awful quiet over there.
I know.
Hasn't said a word yet.
You have a voice.
I do.
There you go.
Oh my God, he speaks.
That's what we should have had the crickets playing.
Oh yeah.
We can add that in later. We'll add that in later.
Yeah, the crickets did too. But
That was
Find
awesome.
the most awkward shot of his face. And see him.
Every once in a while, he's just like a cricket chirp. What was that?
oh my God, that's funny. So you say you guys are working on some new stuff?
Yeah, we're working
Yeah.
on recording the album, writing
Yeah.
new songs. Actually, we just finished a new song.
Yeah,
the
we got
other
some
day,
new shit
kinda.
coming.
Nice.
So yeah,
Can't fucking wait,
couple
man.
of it's just writing, playing, and recording. It's pretty much our main focus. And
Recording's our number one focus
Yeah,
right
recording's
now.
number one.
At least getting that ball rolling to the point where when we go into show season, that ball is rolling.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
because we want that album done ASAP for sure.
I'll tell you
That's
what.
our number one priority.
click tracks have been our fucking
Achilles
kryptonite.
heel.
Yeah, that's just like
It's tough.
Yeah.
The technicality of the music these guys write, when you try to click it,
It's like a city
It's
skyline. You look at it, it's all over the place, and it's like
Yeah, I think I remember watching that in practice. That one you guys were going
Yeah.
over that one. I'm
yeah,
like,
it's just drops and jumps, and it's funny because we never really knew that. We just wrote the songs as fun,
Right.
as like moments of freestyling, and they would just come to us, and there was no like rhyme or reason or anything like that. And then when it came to like recording and making like a click and how it's like supposed to be done, it's like, oh, well, we never really did that. So now we're going back and we're like, actually no, it does drop down there. Oh, it does speed up there. It does just speed up for one bar and then drop back down 20 beats per it's like
it's like,
Yeah, actually
But,
going
yeah.
back and analyzing everything is wild.
yeah.
So what do you I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, it's just funny because every time I've tried to look up a video like how to do it easier and stuff like that, everybody's like, it's not rocket science, it's super simple. I'm like, well,
Set the BPM and there you
it's like
go.
something's not right. I don't think so.
I bet. I mean, if you hear a lot of music, though, you hear that like that speed up and slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, how do you do that then? 'Cause I know you got to work on clicks. I'm like, I'm not that dumb. I'm
Making
like,
it into a click is hard. Like playing it naturally, we could do it. But like when it comes to like figuring out what the click is supposed to do to make it sound like that, that's the tough part. Is like, oh, you slow down 30 BPMs over the course of 4 bars. Oh no, 3.5 bars.
I'm like, okay, I'm
and
with
then it speeds up.
AI is looking at him
comes
like,
back
I
down
don't know.
five.
I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just
I don't get that
continue,
technical.
continue,
It's
just
just wild,
continue.
yeah.
It's like most bands that play like this, they don't even bother with clicks.
Mhm.
But it's like you get those weird little inconsistencies that don't really sound good.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
Yeah,
No,
we
I
want it to
would-
sound as good as
Everyone has to be,
best
like,
as it
tight.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and I think that instance that clicks out the door.
Oh,
You got to play naturally because that's how
Nah,
that
we're
song's
almost
written.
there. We got it. We're pretty close.
Yep. The only way to
Yeah,
really
that's-
play it perfect is to click it.
Yeah,
It's the only
clicking
way.
makes it easier to record.
It's
because
funny
then
too,
you
'cause
have
I remember
something to
watching
go
you
on.
games like over and over again. I'm like, just sitting there, just chilling. I'm like, I don't hear any difference.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's saying that he's off. I'm like, I don't hear it. I don't know. I'm like,
But I don't think you can hear the click.
Oh yeah, that's the day we had the in-ear, so you
Yeah, we had
didn't
the
hear the
in-ear.
click.
no, I couldn't hear the click, but I couldn't hear it. I'm like thinking,
You
man,
heard it in your own mind, though.
yeah,
Like, we were all
just thinking
together,
like
like-
nothing. Like I'm like I don't.
Yeah.
Sounds damn good to me.
Yeah, I'm like each one sounds just. I'm like, you,
like we
you
were
guys
all-
are talking about this, and I
Yeah, well, like we were all on with each other, but we weren't onto the click. That's what it was.
Yep.
now each of you can hear the click and okay.
We can hear
Yeah,
each other too.
monitors, yeah.
We hear-
Okay.
Like I hear the mic'd bass and the drums and his.
Does that
vocals.
annoy the fuck out of you?
Oh no, it's awesome. That's why like we
Really?
it was,
Yeah, it's
that's why we did it. That's
I mean,
why
I
we did
hear
it.
it,
Yeah.
but like click, like shut the
Oh, it's
fuck
the
up.
click is kind of annoying, but it's also like you need it to like.
Oh, I know you need
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Recording process.
Yeah,
is
for the recording
necessary,
process, yeah.
for sure.
So how do you come up with the songs?
Oh, dude, they just I don't know. It's like
We jam together.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll be like, hey, I figured out something cool. And he'll be like, all right, cool. And then I'll be like, write a riff to it. Then he figures out a riff. Then he'll be like, well, here, I kind of got this idea on the next part. And I'll be like, all right, cool. Then we'll probably argue for a good hour. Then be mad at each other for about 15 minutes. And jam again and be like, all right, cool, that's your
All right,
next
fuck
part.
you. Okay, here we're doing
So
this.
it's not like trial and error, but it's mainly just, you know, I'll be like, hey, I have an idea. Try to force some ideas we have. We've made songs. We probably got a million that we have. Fucking lost and forgotten. Probably just,
The other
short-term
bands are
memory loss
recording.
things, but
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah, marijuana did has
It's
nothing
just
to do with
really
that.
about you sit there and fucking trial and error, man. Sometimes we'll write parts and be like, you know, this shit kind of fucking sucks. We should do it a different way.
So who comes up with like like the lyrics?
I guess everybody does their own part.
The lyrics?
Like,
A lot of
the
people.
lyrics.
He writes the lyrics. Yeah.
We come up with themes generally as a band. Like we'll name songs as a band, and then we'll kind of, as a consensus, say, hey, this is where we want the song direction to go as far as the lyrics. And then I'll write the lyrics and then just kind of present them to these guys, and we make minor changes, but. No, it's pretty open. I'll write the lyrics, and if there's anything that we feel we need to change, we bring it up and we adjust accordingly and go on from there.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
it's actually
I hear.
preferable for
I ask
me.
everybody the
It's
same
easy.
thing. And it's like I hear.
Yeah.
It
like,
takes the
basically
pressure off
same
me
thing.
because I don't have to sit at home and be like, all right, I need to come up with 16 ideas to write songs. You know,
Yeah.
like we do it as a group, and then I go home with homework essentially. They prepare the song, they write the song, they finalize the song, and then they present it.
Here you
I
go.
hear it.
You gotta put words
Here
to
you go. Put
There we
words
go.
to it.
Yeah.
Good luck, motherfucker.
It's easy that way because I've come from a lot of bands where I'll write a song in its entirety lyrically and then present it to a band and they present something musically and it just doesn't fit. You know, so it's
Oh, yeah,
hard
it's
to
hard
do
to write
it
the
like
lyrics
that.
first,
So you
yeah,
write
that'd be-
lyrics
that'd be
after the
tough.
music is complete, in my opinion. That way you know.
It's funny too because I ask people this all the time. You know, they come in, about how they. It's all basically the same.
Yeah,
So I'm
everybody
like,
does
okay,
their own
that's pretty
thing. Yeah,
interesting.
Yep.
yeah, because it's like it starts.
That's
with,
not
yeah.
kind of like what I had in my head, and it didn't line
Yeah,
up,
definitely-
and I was really wrong. I was way off.
Yeah, it definitely starts with those guys just kind of jam.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I figured it was like most of the time it came from like the lyrics, and then
Now the lyrics, actually, the
And
song
then the
names
riff.
come from the music, and then the
Absolutely.
lyrics get the
makes more
topic
sense.
of the lyrics gets.
It makes
because,
more
yeah,
sense that you are jamming, and then he comes in after you guys are kind of figuring out
Yeah, it's
some
usually
shit,
like a
and
challenge.
he's
Like
looking at it.
I'll have a riff that's kind of like fun and like something like, hey, can you play a drum beat to this? And he always figures something out. He'll have drum beats like try something to this, and I'm like, all right. And it's always pushes my limits, like trying to do something new because he'll.
Why we call it
yeah.
scrap. It's a bunch of little scraps. But if you mix them
It is,
together,
yeah.
sometimes you can make a piece of art.
We've written songs where like our song Mass Transit, we had from the middle to like almost the end of that song, and we had wrote an intro, and then one day we were just like kind of going. We ended up adding a couple more parts to like the few riffs we had in the beginning, and then I was like, oh dude, that goes perfectly into this, and then like bam, that's a finished song. So we like worked our way up to a song we had the end for, and then like it just linked together
just
so
all-
perfect that it
everything
worked
worked together.
out. So it was like sometimes it happens like that. Sometimes like we've had a song where we've changed the ending of it like 5 times. We were just never satisfied. We were just like we know we're settling, but we didn't like it because
Gotta
it's just like
stay
this is the
hungry.
yeah.
That's just interesting.
And then
how,
randomly you just sit there and it just something just comes to you and you're like, oh, Oh,
It's so funny too, because everybody has their opinion on how songs are made, and it's nothing like you have in your mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh yeah, no.
nothing even close. I mean,
Everybody is different though. Every band's
It
different.
depends on a lot of genres too. Genres really dictate how certain music is written. With like our music, like you said, scrap metal. Like if you look at my lyrics, they're pages. It's not like a pop song or where I can come up with 8 lyrics and make an entire song out of it.
Right.
Yeah, no parts like
repeating
repeat
one, yeah.
again.
Never
in the song.
repeat. Yeah, for sure.
So it's always a new part, so it's new lyrics.
The only song is Walter.
It's not
That's the only
a
song that has
Taylor
like
Swift
similar like drum beats in it, but that's it. Like,
Almost.
The guitars are different. Almost.
Yeah, it's still
slightly
changed
different.
subtly.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the whole reason to scrap never repeats. Just
yeah,
throwing
that's just
pieces
funny.
on pieces.
Yeah, I'd never heard anybody say scrap metal.
Nope.
Never heard that phrase
heard it.
before.
It's my favorite
It's
way to
usually a
write
crackhead
music.
looking for some extra cash.
Yeah,
So we're like, oh, this might fit on there. Like, you ever see somebody just like weld stuff together with a bunch of
that's
scrap metal? They're just like, you get work,
actually-
man. And sometimes you're like, actually, that looks kind of cool, man. It's like if you looked at it up close, you're like, eh. Back up a little bit.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good description. Never thought about that.
Because it's just random pieces of riffs, and we still have a lot of chunks of like pieces, like just 2 riffs that go together, 1 riff, 3 riffs. It's just like pieces that are kind of laying around in our like library of things that like one day it'll just come up and just be like, oh, that fits there. Or that works with that. And yeah,
That's the other beauty of these guys really having the recording set up too at practice, because nothing is lost.
Yeah.
Vocalists
Wish we
in
had
our
that
band
back.
always
I
say that.
know. Yeah.
Oh no!
A lot, you weren't around, but a lot has been lost. I remember it, but I don't.
Graham,
I was just saying
Graham
here-
from Beyond Silence, so
Remember
we say
the
we're mining gold and we're not working
That
fast.
song.
It's funny too, 'cause at practice, I'm sitting there just watching Ian, they hooking up on the bass, hooking out. I'm like, man, it's a pretty kick-ass system. That's it.
Yeah, it took us a lot to build it up, but yeah.
Yeah.
What's that riff you were playing?
Now I'm like, man, this is
Bring it
no,
back
this
and
is
listen
cool.
to it.
Yeah, no,
I gotta
this
tell
is
you
cool
though,
to
for
see.
all that stuff we got, man, we gotta pretty much thank everybody who's come and seen us
Yeah.
and bought stuff off of, because all that's pretty much been covered by merch sales and stuff like
Yeah.
that, and shows that we got paid for, things like that. But it's like
Thank you for
we
supporting our
put in a
small
few
business.
$100 ourselves, but that's a lot.
Yeah, most of it
I know,
is
it's
just-
out.
At least pick up a shirt, something.
Pick up a shirt.
I mean, that's what I mean.
And by the way-
we put it all back into it. So you come
We
spend money on Gelatin Skeleton, we're gonna give you a better
merchandise
product.
now. We do have shirts.
We're gonna have some merch ready for show
We do
season.
have some
this year,
shirts
New
available.
Jellies,
Ah,
so-
yeah,
He
nice,
ain't
nice.
name dropping his plumbing business. He's
Oh,
dropping
nice.
that.
Let's do
I'm
it. Let's
dropping.
do it.
Once in a while, I'll do that. Not too
I
often.
did see you guys posted about having a different discussion about something on Facebook. Did anybody comment anything to talk about?
I didn't see anything.
No, they won't talk
I'm
about.
curious. I saw it. I'm like, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
You guys camp at. Okay, we don't camp at the metal.
Yeah.
But you guys did. What's it like camping there?
When the sun goes down, that's when it all.
That's what
That's when everything happens.
Yeah, 'cause we're like old motherfuckers.
Oh,
Say,
dude,
We're not the
We
young
drive back
partiers
home.
that we
Fell
used
in
to
the
be,
front door of
but
my tent
I'll tell you
and went
what,
to
man.
sleep.
it's not that. It's not that we can't hang. It's just like we know ourselves.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
If me and him camped out there, there'd be no way we
What?
would never sleep.
No, yeah. It's tough. It's tough to sleep. Yeah, I didn't really sleep.
I don't know.
That's why we always play Friday.
I've heard some.
Nobody's sleeping.
Yeah, no, I've
I
heard
slept
some.
last year.
I've heard some
I got
stories.
A couple hours, and I was there. Luckily, it's been nice. I mean, even the hootenanny was a little hot, but it wasn't like rainy and muddy and stuff.
Right.
And it was all right. You know,
Weather's been fortunate.
the
last
weather
few seasons.
every time we've been pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the only one I didn't get to go. We didn't do the hootenanny last year, so, but like even the two massacre we went to, the weather was been
We
great.
used to call
no
it Moisture
issues.
Massacre.
Moisture.
Yeah, it
There
was-
was always moisture.
There were-
massacre.
there's been
There was
some
fucking
rain years.
tornadoes. The one year, dude, there was fucking tents flying through the air. It was outrageous. People were holding their canopies down in their fucking tents. It was like, oh, it was
It
insane.
never worked.
Tents
So,
rolling around the fucking. I've never seen anything like
Wow,
it.
dude.
That's
Jesse
fucking funny.
Masters coming out of his tent with fucking river pouring out.
I
in
can see
front
that
of
too,
it.
because there's some crazy motherfuckers I've seen. I mean, I've seen some crazy motherfuckers there.
So we
I wouldn't be
yeah.
surprised seeing them hanging on to that
Oh,
canopy.
people surfing with air mattresses.
No, I can't. Not surprised.
So,
Not surprised.
We were laughing last year because like we remember starting. I mean, the first 814 Fest we went to was like at his house down in Cockerton. And so,
Back when it was Miyagi
we started
Palooza.
we started going to even Metal Massacre. When we first started going to these festivals, we just showed up with like a gallon of whiskey and like just nothing. That's
Oh, you
it. We
guys
had
were
a gallon of whiskey and like
notoriously
some
the
money for
party
that.
crew.
We didn't sleep. We actually one year we tried to have like a contest of like how long can we go? Like so, A14 Fest. We just went like the whole 2 days, and I think it was the last was like me, Matt, and Keith, and I was third out, but like it was tough. It was like the whole 2 days. We just partied the whole time, and now last year we got like 4 canopies, tables, steaks on the grill. We're like, wow, we've come up.
We've
Matt
really
said, he's like,
evolved.
remember how we started doing this? It was like just whiskey and that's
That's
it.
the whole thing.
Now was definitely grown up.
And a couple of years ago, pull up in a big RV.
Yeah, it's like that's where we want to go.
Yeah, we
just brings
have
their own
our
half
own
gallon.
grill this year.
Yeah.
We involved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do this year. I think we're gonna do a live show on.
But I learned that
Friday.
from the old
That'd be
OGs,
sweet.
man. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that'd be
yeah.
great. Yeah,
We
live
wanna do
show
at
on.
least
Yeah.
one.
Just set up on that like bench outside of banner
Yeah.
done. Like, yo.
Yep.
talk to us.
That's usually,
Sitting back by the
that's usually where we sit out anyway.
Yeah,
We have our seats out there. We have our cooler full of beers. I'll have my
I
bag
have
full
cooler
of
full of
weed.
beers.
We leave it there. Go inside, watch bands, come back. Nobody fucks with the shit. That's always. Everybody knows that's
Yeah.
that's where we're
Sometimes
at.
there's been times we've got that one asshole, but it's like you're out of like 150 people. It's like
Never
there's gonna be
once
one,
had
but
anybody
yeah.
fucking
I've
with
had
it.
no
Luckily,
reason
yeah.
to
Every
anything of
Yeah.
mine sit
That's good,
anywhere
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Never.
It's
So
rare. It's
yeah.
rare. It's just
It
most
is
people
rare,
are cool,
but
but
it's always a rule of thumb. If you get 100 dudes together, it's gonna be one asshole.
Maybe one
Always.
asshole.
Every
Always.
fucking
Luckily, it's not 10 assholes. It's always
Always.
one. Yeah.
Always. But the
they
bad
get
thing
pushed
is you
out
don't
real
really
quick, yeah.
you don't really see that at the shows out here lasting that long.
Dude,
Once someone's like identify as that asshole, they're
They're
taken
out. Yeah,
down.
they're out. Yeah.
They're taken down.
Yep.
Boom. Going.
And they get banned.
boom.
Honestly, you fight at one of our events, you're generally banned for life.
Yeah.
I know that was the rule for 814 Fest. If you started a fight, you were banned for life.
Yeah,
You're
you're gone.
never allowed back.
No.
So
Everybody's there to
that's how tight
Yeah,
we
good
are.
time,
Man.
yeah.
Like,
enjoy it all.
Yeah.
It
Hang out
ruins
with
it all. It
people.
ruins the
Yep.
reputation. It ruins
Right.
the vibe.
And the best thing about going to any of these events or shows,
Trying to have
It's
an
not
all
cool,
ages
man.
event, so
Exactly.
the
Ages of
family
people.
can get there.
Yeah, I know. It's like,
Exactly.
yeah, it's a lot of
It's a
younger
black
people
cloud.
coming in.
and a lot of people my age or even older than I am.
There's a
I'm like,
big-
I'm
we
We
looking
want
at
everyone to feel
people,
safe
yeah.
there. Too.
Yeah.
We don't want anyone to think that, oh my goodness, we're going to a metal show. Like we better protect ourselves because
No.
anybody that goes to these shows, they know what we're all about. It's
Yeah.
all love. It's
Yeah.
all.
Yes.
It's fun to like wander around. It's almost like too
That's
tough to
part
like
of the
keep up
reason
with
we
everybody.
started
It's like,
doing
what?
it. I know.
Hey, buddy,
It
hey,
is.
buddy.
I know, it is.
This show, it's like these are normal, regular people.
Yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
So like,
Oh,
don't
for
be
sure.
afraid to go check them out. It's
Oh, yeah.
awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you were there over the weekend over the barracks. That was a
Oh,
good.
yeah,
that was a
good
really
show.
that was a really good
great
show.
lineup though too.
That was a
It
good
was.
It's a cool
lineup.
place.
It was a
They
good
got a
time.
nice
love
wide
the
That's
spot.
a nice spot.
It is. That was the second time I've actually seen a show there. Yeah, it's
Man,
actually a
I've been
nice
here for a
area.
long time, man.
Yeah.
They've always been a great venue, way back even the early 2000s. Man.
But yeah, they're. I mean,
Playing there with Deadloft and like the Sea Hollies and shit back
yeah.
in like 2005,
Oh, Sea Hollies,
2006,
dang,
man.
dude. I saw them on Channel 2 when I was a
Dude, I've
kid.
been doing this shit for a long time, man.
Yeah. Take one, yeah.
so let's. Actually, I've been wanting to ask Will this. How's everything going with you? You,
far as-
how are you feeling?
Oh, my recovery?
Yeah, your
I'll tell
recovery
you what,
from
man, I'm blessed.
That
I'm
dumb
blessed.
white oak.
I came out of that incident with a newfound sense of not only being humble, but just being thankful, man. I'll tell you what, just seeing the support system that came out for me, not only just my family and friends, but from the metal community.
Right.
It was humbling, man, for sure, to just see how much support I had from everybody and how easily I was able to make it through that transition because of the people around me stepping
Yeah.
up and really helping me through that. I'll tell you what, man.
Because that was what in September of last year.
September 20th, yeah. So basically, we're the shade over 5 months from when I got smashed.
Yeah.
Back up and around,
Yeah.
or getting around. You're looking good too, man.
Looking
was-
good, man. I'm
it
feeling
was
good.
funny, too,
Back to work
because-
last week.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
That's
At
awesome.
the first time I saw a show at the barracks was the Halloween show where you guys played.
I came
yeah.
as Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah. and
That's
Dan and the Gumps.
Yeah,
and I told
Picture, I'm like, yeah.
I was by myself. He was. I think Denise had
I
you
had
doing.
something going
Yeah, Denise had you doing something else. And I told him because he kept asking me before. He goes, "You think is Will going to perform?" I'm like, I don't know, dude. It's only been like a couple of months, probably.
Yeah.
So I get there and I see him. He said, "No
Wheelchair,
fucking
yeah.
way." So I'm like, I hit him up. I said,
Lieutenant Dan.
yeah, wheelchair. I said, he's in the wheelchair, but yeah,
I
he's
thought-
here. He's
I
gonna.
thought the same
He
thing.
goes, "No way." I'm like, click,
Yeah.
send.
Yep.
Yeah,
He
bitch,
sent
told
me,
you. Yeah.
I was so jealous.
Holy shit! I was like, that's fucking
so
unbelievable.
jelly.
I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do it or not, but I'll tell you what, I told these guys when I got hurt, I was like, the shows are already booked. If I would have got hurt and they would have booked shows, I'd have been like, sorry guys, you're instrumental,
We
man,
wouldn't have
tear
done
it up,
that.
you
Yeah, we
know?
wouldn't have done that.
I know you wouldn't have, but I'm just saying it's the respect thing. Like, we had it going, and I told them if I can do it physically, I will. And I woke up the day of the show and felt like I could, so.
Yeah, you sound. I mean,
man.
I think I forget who I told him. Like, no, he sounded fine. I'm like, a couple times. I'm like, I could tell he has some
The breath
broken
control.
ribs.
It's the
Yeah.
heart.
I said,
I can't
I'm
take a
like,
deep breath like
and
I
that's,
need
I'm
to,
like,
so-
I don't understand. I'm like, I remember telling my wife, I'm like, I really. I said, the last I heard, it was like 12 or 15 ribs that were broken.
Yeah, it was 14.
I'm like, and he's singing.
14.
I'm like,
8 on one side, 6 on the other.
I'm like, I don't.
That's rough, man.
I'm like, if I shit a big turd, I'm out for hours.
We're out hanging out.
I'm out
Still
for hours.
miserable, man. I
I'm
still
like-
feel it.
Still
it's
feel
rough.
it, yeah.
You know, I've had separated. I've had ribs that have been separated,
Yeah.
but I've never broken them. I mean,
I feel like I'm constantly being squeezed.
yeah, that's
It's hard to
nothing.
explain.
You know, I know what you're talking about too.
That sucks.
Yeah, that's yeah.
If I
I'm
take
like,
too
and he's
deep
singing.
of a breath,
I'm like,
that's when I start to feel like pins and needles on where they're broken and stuff.
Yeah.
It'll get better, man. But like I said, if I wouldn't have had the support system, I'd have probably given up early, man. Day 2, I'd have been like, yeah, I'm done. Just push me out in the traffic.
and he shows up in the wheelchair. I mean, there was, cause who was it? It was you guys? I forget who else was playing.
The Halloween show?
Yeah.
That was us, Scars.
Scars.
Anthony.
Yep.
But that was
Brother
when
of the Jam.
Scar had their old singer though.
Eric, was that when they had Eric? Oh no, that was that 10.
Yeah, that was the
That skinny dude.
taller
Yeah.
dude. I can't remember his name.
I can't
only met
remember.
him
I'm
that
gonna call
time.
him 10.
But I forget who
I remember
played
from
after.
before.
Because I kept thinking to myself,
It was
I'm
us,
like,
Brotherhood, them.
he's in a wheelchair.
Storms?
I think
Or was
so.
it Souls?
Tree
I can't
fell on
remember.
him
We played so many
2
shows
months
in a
ago.
short period of time. Yeah,
And
literally, it was less
they
than a
still
month.
sounded better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm like,
Top-notch.
yeah,
I could have
because
been
he,
there.
cause he came like, he's
He'll be
not,
at the
he's
next
not,
one.
no, he's not. I'm like,
I hope I
Yeah,
yeah, he is.
I will use vacation time
There
if
you
I
go.
have to.
Well, these guys pushed me, man. I mean, as long as I've been doing this, almost 20 years, I tell these guys every day, man, when I joined Gel Scale, I remember messaging Cox. I was like, dude, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. Like, you guys are a whole
like,
other
you're
level,
crazy.
man. It's like, I'll give it my best shot, but man, I'm just telling you right now, like,
Yeah, but
You
that's,
guys are
like you
pushing
said,
my
that's like
skill
5 months.
I'm laughing
5
because I was
months
like, we're all
ago.
excited. We're all like, dude, he's killing this. Listen to this shit. We're like, laughing. He's and then I get a message like, I don't think I can do it. It's like, what do you mean? You're doing it.
It was so funny too. He walks in. I'm like, God, it's like 5 months ago. I'm like, here, I'm like, I don't know how you're. I know how I was still like on the
Well,
couch crying like a little bitch.
It was funny for us
Is this
because
shoddy metal folding chair going to be good enough for me?
And that's why I asked him when he first came in. I just going, oh, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
man,
like,
as long as I don't have to stand, I'm solid.
I just don't know. I mean, a tree fell on you.
yeah, when
Hey,
he
big
joined
tree.
up though, when he joined up with us, like we were surprised because he had been out for so long that like he was just like, you guys looking for auditions? We're like, what? You? He's like,
Yeah, how
send
did
me
that
a tape."
happen? Like, how did you
He
join
just was
Will?
like, well, he saw we needed a singer, and he kind of was like, sent us a video of him singing along to the songs, and I was like, holy shit, man, he's
Yeah.
killing it already. So like, brought him in
Really?
for practice, and then like it just like I said, we already knew him from like jamming with him with Mannequin before at 814 Fest and all our dealings with him. Like it was always like straight up.
We
I
always
was like,
had a real
everything's
strong
gonna click, dude.
relationship,
Yeah, and
yeah.
also we knew that like music was our passion. Like we didn't. That's what I mean. Like there was no like training involved. He was already an OG veteran. Like it just boom, just clicked right in, and it's been great ever since. It's like kind of mind blowing. It's like holy shit, like that was fast. Like just came in and just killed it, and now we're like making
that's-
progress with everything. It's
Which is
Yeah, no,
exactly what each of us needed at the time.
Yeah.
Because Mannequin broke up and going into 2021, man, and that left a hole in my life. Like a little bit before that, Beyond Silence broke up, so I was just left
Yeah.
with nothing. And I've done
Yeah.
music my whole adult life.
Yeah,
even
that
my early
was-
teenage
Well, I saw
life.
Beyond
so.
Silence last show at 814 Fest, and then
Yep.
first one back.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was funny
Not
too
last
because
year,
we were
but-
like, Yeah, it's that metal. And
And Bobby came up, he's like, you better stay.
yeah, Bobby came up to us and said, "Hey, you better stay." I'm like, going.
We didn't even know about that. He's in our fucking house. Like,
And I'm like, I just want to go. I just want to go home. I'm tired. It's like,
that was awesome.
It's like 11:30. You know, we got like 45-minute an hour drive. I'm
It's
like,
gonna
Yeah.
be good.
yeah. Then I'm like, all of a sudden I'm like, okay, okay, I've heard of it. Okay, what's he doing? He's back there playing drums. I'm like, this is it.
I know, was that the year you did 3? Because it was Stoney.
Yeah.
Stoney has the record for 4 bands in one day. Fucking ridiculous.
No, I was like, damn. I'm like, that was a good.
Play with 3 that year.
That was a good way to end the night.
It was.
It's definitely.
I've only ever done one.
I'm excited to get Beyond Silence back together for sure. It's going to be fun to get that ball rolling. We'll be back on the 14th here in March. We got our return show with Brotherhood and Joe Nameless.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. You
gonna
can
be
get pre-order
awesome,
tickets of that right now for like what is it, $7.84 or something?
Yeah,
it's like
I'm
a
not
weird
buying
price.
Yeah, it's like $8.
Like I'll click the link, get them like
roughly.
yeah, it's like under $8 for a show at the
Yeah,
Like,
it was funny too because I was looking at the.
Yeah, if we get it,
Yeah, it's
we
funny,
pre-sale, we go downstairs and it's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
a
way
big
it
difference.
I looked at it at the right time because I'm already. I just got done eating some edibles. It's kicking in, so I'm feeling good. I'm looking at it, I'm like, this much? Like we'll get 10. It's okay, we got 10 of them.
Appreciate it,
Man,
man.
I don't know what I'm
might
gonna.
have got the whole 100.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with it because our daughters. So it's like that. That's the last weekend before they go back to college.
Right.
I might go for a few just to say hi, but yeah, but then again,
Just get there for a little bit.
I got 10 tickets. I don't know what to do with them, but I figured
Well, it's the support.
we only need 90 more because I want to go down. I've never been there too, so this will be my first time going there.
Venue, man.
But I've heard downstairs is like the place to go.
It's nice.
It's off the hook, man, for sure.
I lived in Erie for fucking 15 years and moved out Summit Way. Yeah, I never went there.
It's a great
That was-
venue. It's definitely. I mean, the difference between upstairs and downstairs is like day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what everybody else.
That trying to get downstairs.
Uh-oh.
That's what everybody else says.
Oh, was it not on at all?
No, I was on. It just it only goes like a half hour at a time.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've never been there.
it's a good venue, man. I hope to.
Where's that? I don't even know where it's at.
The Rick is
I
down
don't
like
even get there.
20th and Peach, I think. Or
Yeah,
something.
just go down Peach.
Downtown.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Right by the electric supply place.
Thank God for
I think so,
GPS
yeah.
on phones.
There's that electric supply place.
I got
right
4
there,
on
yeah.
4. Can't grip like I used to.
I'll just put it.
I still got my arms. As long as it doesn't have to. It doesn't require my legs.
With the
My
fucking
legs turned
lighter.
to toothpicks,
I know,
man.
it's
You
like-
sit on the
With
couch
the
for
fucking-
3 months straight. Holy
Yeah.
fuck! I'll tell you
I was
what.
like, there's not going to be twist-offs into it.
No, I just still can't believe after 5 months and you're like this.
Yeah, I'm back to work. I was back to work last week, man. It's a blessing. I'll tell you what, just so thankful after breaking your back. When I woke up on that operating table and the doctor was like, you got breaks in your spine, it's life changing, man. You panic. You're like, oh my God, my whole life might be different going forward. You know?
Yeah.
To be able to say that I'm still able to walk, I'm still able to do what I do for a living, I'm still able to play with these guys, man. You can't look at it as anything other than a miracle and a blessing.
Yeah.
Especially,
I agree.
especially in being a blue collar worker, you hear those words, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad you're all right though.
Thank you,
And
brother.
I just can't
Yeah,
believe it's only been.
I can't believe the recovery either, man.
I know.
I think everybody's surprised.
It's driving me fucking nuts too because
Real fast.
the fucking Halloween it was the best because it's like no, there's no fucking way.
Oh, dude, I was hurting. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
sounded good, but I knew it's like there was a few times
Some of them screams, I just put my
Yeah.
head down. Fuck, man.
those ribs are. I'm like those ribs. I'm like I don't know how he's doing it, but yeah.
So
Nah,
much, but it's
I don't
so
know.
worth it.
It is worth it, man. It's a camaraderie and it's a pride thing, you know.
They
It
did
adds
it,
to the
Dan.
legacy.
Yeah,
The
for
legacy
sure.
of Joe Scale, the legacy
Yeah.
that I leave
Hell
behind
no.
the scene.
Yeah.
Like they'll always remember that fucking Halloween show where Lieutenant Dan came out with fucking 30 broken bones and blew the fuck up.
Was it 2 shows
That's
you did in
what
a
it's all
wheelchair?
about.
Talking about
2 shows in a
terrible
wheelchair?
there,
Show.
man.
I was in a
Wasn't
wheelchair.
there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I played
Yeah,
2
he's-
shows in a wheelchair.
he's not even,
like,
he's in a
Couple shows
wheelchair.
leaning on the
Singing, yeah.
crutches,
Okay,
yeah.
so, yeah.
Click.
Because the
And I was
Terror from Grace 10-year anniversary show, that was like
That was off the
they had
hook,
it was
dude.
upstairs, but it was,
What a
yeah, it
show
was
they put
awesome.
on
Yeah,
there, man.
Chuck would
Yeah, I was
so
happy to be a
hard
part of
the
that.
night
Yeah, that was
before, we
cool.
would have
I had to
probably
crawl
been
up the
there.
they crawled up the stairs
Yeah,
on his
yeah.
wheelchair, but hey, fucking, we did it.
Yep, they carried my wheelchair up for me. Crawled up the stairs on my hands and knees.
Yeah,
That's funny.
that's
So Ian, tell me, how long you been playing the bass?
About, what is it, 18 years now coming up? Yeah.
18. Now, how'd you get involved with these guys?
Well, I've been in a bunch of bands since I was 16. I just turned 31, so.
Thank you for making me feel older. And him feel even older.
that's what we do.
I'd always hung out with these guys after the shows because we played together, and like they were always my favorite band. So it was like, let's hang out, and they always had a cool band room. So it's like, well, cool. And then I was working at Guitar Center, and he started working at Guitar Center, and like it's like, hey, cool.
Yeah, you probably.
But
He's like, you want to be in her band? He's like, yes, I do. I was like,
you were like, yeah, Brian like fucked off or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was actually at Guitar
I'll play the
Center
bass.
yesterday.
I was like, oh, we were all spot like, Ian wants to play bass with us. Like, what? All right,
Yeah.
fuck
All
yeah.
right.
I was
bring
going
it.
to.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I was excited as fuck on the outside looking in. 'Cause I didn't even have any aspirations at all at that time of being a part of Gelatin Skeleton. But I was like, holy fuck, adding Ian to that lineup is gonna slam, dude.
It's definitely
It
been
does.
Yeah.
Oh, you
it
get
does.
to, I don't know, you get, I don't know, you could just tell when everybody just,
Everybody, yeah, we're pretty
Everybody's
peak
pretty-
Gel
yeah,
Scout.
everybody
Everybody
clicks with
clicks
the
on the
other-
same
I mean,
level, like the pyramid is.
yeah, you know when people click with each other,
Yeah.
especially musical.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just,
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
only a 4-cylinder engine, but we're 4 fucking strong firing cylinders.
Yeah.
but even what was funny too, being at your guys' practice, you know, at first you want some,
Damn right.
what's some earplugs? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like,
Yeah.
No, I'll take
I'm
it.
thinking, I'm like, looking up in the hand thing, I'm like, yeah, I'll take some. And I'm like, even with
Doing
the,
the earplugs.
yeah, the earplugs, I'm like, Jesus Christ, man. I'm like, I can hear and I can watch Ian. I'm like, Ian was fun to watch.
Oh yeah, dude, Ian's
Yeah,
fun.
Ian's fun to watch. Yeah, but then he was driving me nuts because he kept like quitting. I'm like, I'm going back. I'm like, I don't know what the different sound is. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, it sounds. I'm like, I don't know. That was not that good, but it was like a half hour, 40 minutes. It seems like. Right? I'm like,
Trying to play.
You were
some
listening
stuff.
to them try to click literally one of our toughest.
yeah.
intros
It was
of any of the songs
I'm
we
thinking-
have.
That's what I was asking. I'm like, is this a new song? I'm like, no, it's one of our old ones. I'm like,
But it's like
I don't understand. I'm like,
guys are
because I knew what you were
perfectionists, man.
doing.
That's
I'm
what
like
it takes,
thinking,
though.
Yeah.
I just don't. He's talking like, hey, I messed up. I was like, I have to. I'm
Accountability,
like,
man.
What? I'm like, I don't hear this. I don't hear this.
That's what I like, though. There's no one in this band that's like, no, that wasn't me. That was you, Cox.
no,
you were
yeah,
off."
yeah,
no,
no,
everyone's like, nah,
It's
that was
like,
me,
I
bro. I
fucked
fucked it.
yeah.
I missed
What are we
that
gonna
whole
yell
part.
at each other?
Oh, that's funny. That's
Yeah, we've
funny.
always been pretty chill. I mean,
Yeah.
like we do. It's fun for
We're
us.
humble.
Yeah, that's always been fun.
One
for
snare
us.
hit.
Yeah.
That's probably like why if you're ever people will be like, how have you been in a band for so long? You have like one EP that's like legit. It's like, well, that's because in our beginning years it was a lot of fun and bonding and writing. Like we spent all of our focus was writing, and like we never even had the whole band didn't even have like social media or anything like that. Like we were just so disconnected. We literally just loved getting together, hanging out, and playing and writing music. So it was like
Right.
that was all of our focus, and like it created the unique style we have. But yeah, looking back,
Yeah.
like I always wish, like man, I wish we were as focused on the shit we have now. Back then, when we had all that time, we used to
But this-
practice like 3 days a week. So like it was like we had all the time in the world.
Well, just think about nowadays,
yeah.
though. Like even like your guys' time, like even you guys had like phones, connect. Just remember, like back in the old days, man. Fuck these motherfuckers.
The old
had-
days,
Yeah, you had to fucking ride your bike over your buddy's house. Let's play guitar.
Land a kid straight,
But
we
yeah.
had to talk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, I know what you mean,
Ride
though.
a
But
bike down the road.
that's when
But it's also like because of our perfectionism, like we had recorded a couple like
There ain't
a
nothing wrong
2-song
with
EP
that, though.
before and like a 4-song EP before. But the 4-song EP before was like it was a learning experience, but it was turned out so bad we were just like, okay, we'd never do that again. We recorded 4 songs all in one day, like separate instruments. It was like bless Andrew DeSantis' heart because he went with us from like noon to like 5:30 in the morning the next day to get 4 of these songs down. And it was like we just were like by the end of it we were just so tired. We're like just Yeah, just
Okay,
go with
let's
it, man.
get- yeah, we
Fuck it,
just
like,
go with it.
just get it done. And then, like, so you just like rush it, and then you realize like, okay, this takes like a lot of time and attention. You can't just like record a whole EP in one day. Like,
It's the
if you
final
want it to
product.
sound good and all that,
Yeah.
like, it's just not gonna
Yeah.
happen. So, lesson learned. That's when after that we're like, okay, until we have click tracks and things doing it right, like, let's not do it. And like I said, we started that EP in like 2019, and then didn't release it till 2023, I think. 2023. So it was like, you know, it was like, oh, finally, we have something we're proud of. We did it the right way. Sam Edwards did that one. He's awesome musician,
AP
drummer.
sounds phenomenal.
Yeah, he did a solid on that one. It was like, wow, he was a traveling guy. We're like, you know, only had so much time, so we'd get together when we could and just kept hammering it out, doing our best. And that was fun too, because if you
Those
listen
are
to
the cool stories.
the last song on that, we got like a bunch of people like from Raven to be in on that last final scream of Phil's Pissed. That was one of my favorite parts of that song, because like having everybody come in and doing the vocals and like just that fun scream at the end.
So where are these, like, yeah, you said he was like a traveling.
Oh yeah, Sam Edwards is like, he does sound professionally and lights and stuff like
Really?
that. Like
Is he
Yeah, like bands on tour would hire him to run sound.
that's like what he does now.
Okay.
So like he would get, and during COVID he was like all different places. He's like, well, I'm gonna be home like this week. I can get together with you this day and this day. And so we'd have to like go in those days and like you know, work around the days he could be there, and then he'd be gone for a couple months, and then he'd come back. And so a lot of time had passed. Like, you know, and be like, yeah, wow, it took you years to do that. We're like, well, really, it took us like 4 months maybe, like of
Yeah.
time spent, but
all
like
together.
It's funny,
all
too,
together it was like
because
5 years. But hey,
we just started learning like that. Yeah, well, I've been asking questions. Yeah, well, we've been asking questions about like behind the
Put
scenes,
my
like
name in it
like
without
how
saying
to,
it.
how you guys, you know, recording
how to
process.
record, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
fascinating.
That's usually the same. That'll probably be the
That's-
same with everybody, because like I've seen
It's
other
fucking
people say it
nuts.
starts
Like
with
it
drums.
starts with like a, you know, with
always
fucking
starts with
yeah,
drums.
it's
Yeah.
like, hey, I just don't. I don't know. It's fascinating how you guys come up with this
Yeah.
bullshit. How it gets into a recording studio and then it fucking comes out on the fucking album.
It's a lot of work. A lot
That's
of
like a lot of
years,
work.
man.
Yeah,
A lot of hours in that jam room.
So how many songs are going to be on the new album?
9 songs.
9 songs.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of songs.
Yeah, so we'll do 9 songs,
That's
and
cool.
then we
That's
already
very
have
cool.
a couple down for the second album. So we have
Yeah,
a lot of
no shit.
backlog to get through.
Yeah.
Oh,
So just
right.
one.
Yeah, not just one. We're working on.
Now, when do you think that's coming out?
There's no. I don't like to say.
We
a
don't want to
time.
put a timetable.
It's more like it's gonna come out when it's done. Like we're just gonna, we're gonna keep chipping away.
We
at
expect
when
it to
it's
be this
done.
year. We'll put
Yeah,
it that
we're
way.
hoping.
You know, we
So
expect it to
I'm
be this
assuming
year.
we're at the refining stage.
We're at the like we have them all. All the projects are like in file, like ready to be like started on. We got the clicks for most of the songs. Like 6 out of 9 are like pretty solid. And so we're just pretty much each practice like we go, and we try to, like when you came, like we're just trying to get play to that click and get it right.
So every song's going to be played to a click?
Absolutely.
No shit, really.
Yeah, so that way it's all on. That way when you go to edit it all together, it's like you have that thing to
Template.
follow.
But how do you do
template.
that? But how do you do it with that one song, though, man? Jesus Christ.
That's
I mean,
what that's what's a motherfucker.
You
That's what
always
took us
find a
so
way.
long. That's
You
why it
figure
takes
it
us so
out?
long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'll put the picture up on the video, like just to show that the city skyline. It's,
Oh,
it's ridiculous.
'Cause I remember
He
hearing
sent
you
me the
talking
picture.
about it. I'm like,
It's like
I
one
don't-
count, 15, 16, 7, 8 for 3. It's just we didn't realize it was like this. Like
changing.
another thing that we used to always argue, because like until this point, like I didn't know counting music. I was like, it's all 3s and 4s to me, right? And then he's like, no, it's not fucking 3 or 4. It's like, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2. It's not like it's not at all how it works. It drove him crazy as a drummer and somebody who like knows music. Like he was like, that's not at all how you count. And I didn't realize that a lot of our stuff was in like these weird time signatures and random things.
That's
like that.
not how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I came in to learn the songs so I could learn the bass lines, like we just tabbed everything out in Guitar Pro. And that was like the start of it, like figuring out, oh, this is like a 3/4, this is a 15/16 here. That's cool. It's like that. Sure, that's how it is. That's how it is, man.
That's how it
Okay.
Peter's just like going,
I didn't.
all right, we're done. I can't keep
That
up.
works.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying, man. These boys push me vocally, and I pride myself on my speed, my ability to articulate, and my ability to transition from tempos. And these boys challenge me.
Yeah, I can probably see why, too. And that's one of the things I ask, especially like new bands. You guys play with the click, and they're like, what?
Probably not new bands. I mean, like, maybe though. Maybe
You
nowadays.
should.
I don't know. Yeah.
Shit, Airy.
There's a lot of like the thing is like you said when you grew up, it was like come to door, like play guitar or whatever. Like so that's kind of like us. Like we didn't have all the shit kids have nowadays. Like they can do this shit on their phone. They could probably record an album on their phone.
Oh, I'm sure.
We're still learning like shit that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, the whole band.
Dude, I remember.
Put out an EP for me.
They can do it. Yeah, they'll do it.
What they used back then, I don't want to show my fucking age again, but like when I went to go watch my brother's bands play, the drummer had like the metronome going.
Yeah.
That's what that were.
Yep.
Just back in.
Damn,
That was
you
it.
really are showing your age.
But they was playing with the click.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Imagine doing that with doing our shit with metronomes. You'd have to have like,
I know, nowadays.
like hold on, all right now. All right,
Yeah.
stop.
Do we have the 40?
Yeah, you wouldn't even do it yet.
Do we have the 42 metronomes?
That's what I said.
We
Yeah.
need a metronome tech to like.
Like a Rube Goldberg machine.
Guys rushing around going, no, stop it, guys.
It would just be distracting the whole time. It's like, God damn it.
Dude running back and forth.
Yeah, it'd be like, okay, this is, I'm done. All right, get this little man out
You're
of here.
fired. We need a new metronome
Yeah,
tech.
we need new metronome.
Yeah, no, back in the day, bands would just all be in different rooms, but they could still hear each other and just record together.
Yeah.
There weren't clicks.
Silent rooms, yep.
Yeah, it was-
Even when we would record practice before, it was like one mic in the center of a room. You know what I mean? Like we've come a long way since then, too.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I walked in there and I'm like looking over and I'm like, there's a laptop.
Oh yeah, we got
And you
everything.
put
Mic'd, every
your
drum.
things in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's how I was able
Yeah.
to learn the material so quickly, too.
Yeah.
These gentlemen were able to, every
Yeah, that's like
chord practice.
The funny
record
thing
and
is,
send it to me.
I couldn't hear Will at all.
Oh
Could not
really?
hear him out in that room.
Oh, we could. Yeah, she was right in our ears.
You guys, you guys were right. I'm like thinking,
Yeah, I turned my
man,
speaker
I'm like, I
into
wonder
the
how.
wall.
I'm like, kept thinking, I'm like, I wonder how Will sounds. I'm like, I can't hear him at all. I'm looking over and he's singing. I'm like, I know, imagine.
Yeah, the way our room's set up, I angle my speaker away from me because if I turn it towards me, it's just going to feed back the whole time. So that's the true beauty of us being able to have those monitors too.
Yeah.
I could turn that thing into the
Yeah,
wall
you
the
guys
other
were
way
hearing
and they
him
can
clear
hear
as
me.
day at all.
That's what's
Oh,
cool
that's
about
so
those.
cool.
The cool
I
thing about
think-
those too is like you say you're walking around stage and stuff, you'll always hear the same thing. You know, like
Yeah, I was
you're
going to
sitting
ask
in the
you,
same spot.
how are you guys used to those?
We're getting
We
used
haven't
to
played
it.
shows yet
Yeah.
with them,
We're
but
working on
we'll
it,
get
yeah.
used to them.
I wonder what that's going to be like.
It's gonna be life changing.
but
I
it's
think.
gonna be
I think
nice.
it's- I think it's gonna be-
hearing everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a blessing.
Oh, it's going to help us a lot.
Definitely,
There'll be
yeah.
no venues where we have to worry about, oh my God, we can't hear so and so
Yeah.
or whatever. You know,
Right.
everybody's going to be right there in the mix, and it's
Nice.
2 in 1 from someone like me who refuses to wear ear protection, although I have a huge ringing in my ears constantly. It gives me some ear protection too, as well as that good hearing. So it's 2 birds with 1 stone.
I know. I'm trying to find some like really good like concert plugs.
Oh
yeah.
It's worth it, man. I reckon to anybody listening who doesn't have.
My wife
tinnitus,
has some. I forget
wear
what they're
ear
called, but they're like
Yeah,
I think they're called loop
agree.
ear. I think that's what they're called. They're called.
I
loop,
forget
man.
where.
5 or so years of 2 12s and 1,000 watts.
I don't know, but it only took. It was only like a.
Yeah, run.
Might have been like a
chainsaws and
20,
listen
like
to
a
music.
20 meg. You know, like
Not a
it
good
wasn't.
combo.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
like you took it like minus 20 of the sound, so it wasn't like it doesn't like get rid of it, but
Sometimes that's all you need. Though. It's just
It's
like
just
them
trying to find the
high-pitched,
right
yeah, the
ones
high-pitched
that
frequencies and
fit
put them out,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but they're so goddamn expensive.
Right.
Yeah.
My problem is it's hard for me as a vocalist to wear ear protection, especially the style of vocalist I have. I'm very intense, a lot of breathing, so like I'm constantly popping and pushing my ears when I have ear protection in, because when you scream, you push little bits of air through your ears and shit. So if you have
Ear through air.
Plus, like when your ears are plugged, you just hear yourself in your head.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Oh, yeah.
too much,
Maddening.
screaming to
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah.
That's not a especially like
Guttural vocals don't sound good by themselves. I don't care how good you are. So when it's isolated in your head and it's all you hear, it's like, oh no, this is bad.
the problem is is getting the vocal sound up during the shows.
Yeah, it all depends on the acoustics of the venue.
And
But
much
a
wanna
lot
say,
of times
Kate.
it's difficult
Just
because
triggers
vocals are a very
Sound guy,
dynamic
yeah, sound guys.
instrument.
Yeah, most of the time the sound man will have a compressor on most things, especially the vocals.
Yeah,
And that
definitely
helps a
vocals.
lot.
Yeah.
It brings up the low spots, and
Yeah.
brings down the high spots, so it's
Without
all more
feedback.
even.
It was funny
A
too
lot of
because
vocalists don't understand hot zones either. They'll get in the
yeah.
directions of the speakers, and it's just a big no-no, man.
Yeah.
Don't ever go in front of monitors.
because it seemed like you could hear the the highs pretty good, but you couldn't hear the lows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
for sure.
depends day to day too.
Yeah, those ones are
Different.
more quiet.
It's difficult.
It's like just take it, just go.
That's what the compressor makes off.
I don't know. I don't know anything.
A lot of
about it.
times
I'm
it's
down.
hard to get from one to another. It all depends on how the vocalist is
I'm just a
projecting.
dumb
because the
plumber, I
highs
don't
are a lot easier to project and get volume from than the lows. So to get those lows at an equivalent volume to those highs, you'd be peaking the system a lot of
Yeah.
times. You know,
Yeah, we do have a compressor, so I haven't hooked it up yet.
for recording
Like, learn how to
purposes, you
use
can
it.
tweak it obviously so it's at all.
There's just so much, so much equipment out there. Like the,
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
I don't
it's
know.
like crazy because it can go from like $1,000 to like $50,000 to
Real quick.
$100,000.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
it gets so crazy, and I feel like the more you get into it, the more you're like, well, what's the next best thing sound like?
Yeah.
Or what's
I know,
the next
well,
thing?
that's what's
Constantly
never
climbing the ladder, yeah.
I know that's what's funny
Called
because
an audio file.
we were talking about like, we started this. Actually, I mean, we recorded it was just you, me, and our wives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Like probably like just for shits and
shits
giggles
and
because
giggles, just test it
we're
out, yeah.
notorious about like sitting around like a bonfire during the summer nights, just us four drinking. I'm high and shit. We'll be out there for like 6-7 hours by the fire. Yeah, I'm always high.
Dave.
And we'll just talk about the dumbest shit
Yeah.
ever.
Just
And we already say,
random
like, why aren't we
Yeah, yeah.
recording this? Because we're just talking about just random shit.
Yeah, I think every group has that.
Yeah.
Every group
That's why I
has
love
those moments,
podcasts,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, we're talking like
that.
we were talking like who would win in a fight, like a polar bear or a grizzly bear.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
we've had that
That's
Yeah,
what you
there's
thought.
yeah,
And I
Sometimes-
just sit there like, what?
yeah. They keep
Kodiak,
thinking-
though?
Yeah, I'm like, I think I suffer.
Yeah, I think Kodiak for the
There
win.
you go,
The
Chicago.
polar bear
Is
versus
one hungry?
Kodiak.
Yeah, but then we just started, how much we were just
Polar
fucking
bears,
around with that. And then,
Polar bears.
Vicious,
Yeah,
yeah.
One of the biggest,
Yeah.
most vicious bears.
It certainly is.
yeah, it was funny too because we just did this. We were just fucking around. We weren't really meaning to do
Well, yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
And then it was just we got into this scene.
Well, yeah, I've already been.
Yeah, I know, but you got me in here, so
But I'm sure you've seen, though, everybody, I mean, I guess, like, everybody's probably willing to, like, pull you guys right up, like, oh, hell yeah, welcome to the scene.
yeah, it was fucking
like,
great. But it's like, but I
Yeah.
never, I knew there was other podcasts out
Everybody's
there,
pretty
like
much
the
open
local
arms
ones.
that I know. I mean, I've always
Well, I
had,
know
I've
there
always
was
been blessed with, like, just, like, everybody's been cool.
No,
Like,
no, we
super
realized
nice,
that
yeah.
nobody's like sat down and
yeah.
like has like just long conversations and talk about like your backgrounds, like
No, definitely. This is great that you guys do this for the bands, man. I've
Yeah,
been
it's
a
cool.
big fan since you guys have started this up, and we
We just talk
appreciate
about
the
bullshit.
opportunity to
Yeah,
get
same,
on
dude.
We
because-
appreciate the
Yeah,
love
we
we
just-
get back in return.
Oh, for sure,
No,
man.
we're just-
It's always reciprocated just because,
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
We're just
Seeing
old
these
dumb
guys and
motherfuckers.
building
Yeah.
each other
just want
up.
to have a good time.
I'm not
Slow.
old.
Yeah, you are. You're old. You're getting up there.
Wait, how old are you then?
44.
Ah, okay. So you don't look a day over 38. You know, so you're what, 51?
53.
Ah, okay. See.
It's the
Couple
white.
years.
That doesn't
You
matter.
look
The
like
white beard
51.
gives it out.
You don't look a day over
Just feel
51.
good.
That's all right. That's all right. I can't.
I don't mind.
Now this was I haven't shaved in. But it's been eight
If you
years.
shaved, I'd say 46 for sure. Man. If you shaved.
Oh no. Well, I did
Definitely
this after I started the company. I was
I shaved
a
it all
volunteer
off. I look like a
firefighter,
fucking baby.
so I never had a beard, and I couldn't. I was doing that for decades back, my home state of Indiana, and then when I moved out here, so 2017 I stopped doing volunteer firefighter, and it's like, but I'm like, I'm not gonna shave. My wife's like,
Worst, man.
yeah, you won't grow it out.
So
like,
many free beer tickets down.
all right,
down
it's
at-
been like 8 years now. I haven't
It's a
cut
bunch
it.
of
I
anniversary.
haven't
Here's
shaved
a
it
bunch of
now.
beer
Yeah.
Nice.
So everybody knows me of the. You can't get rid of it. My kids wouldn't know, man. My kids would probably shoot me if I came home. They would, right? Yeah.
You could totally change. Like you could probably
Come
stand
on,
next to
without
somebody
your
in the store.
glasses.
Yeah. Now my oldest boy would know, but he, of course, he doesn't live in the house. But my daughter, as she doesn't remember me with,
With hair.
yeah, I've always had I had, a bald head, and I've always had a beard.
Can't help it, I'm a dick.
That's all right.
It's all right. I started going bald when I was in my 20s. I was married very young. I married Satan's daughter a couple of times.
Did you?
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah,
We all learn.
Just a couple.
Some of us the hard way.
it was already been the fucking hard way. Yeah,
With mine 27 years now, and she ain't learned yet.
Mine were young when I was young and dumb. my current one, and we've been together for since 2001.
Nice.
Yeah, if you ask her how it started, she'll say I'm the one night stand that never left. And I never did.
3,679 ones.
Yeah, never left. Yeah, we have 2 kids together. Yeah, I got 3 total, but I never left. But I don't know. It's been it's been a good ride.
That's great.
I mean, I love being in the metal scene and seeing like some
Yeah.
good shows, dude. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of fucking talent in Erie.
There sure is.
There's talent from like all over the
I just
spectrum.
don't fucking
There's,
get it.
like,
I'm
yeah.
like,
Yeah, there's a lot of
There's
good bands.
there's great hip hop people. There's great country
good-
people.
Yeah,
there's
really, yeah.
jam bands,
jazz
jazz
musicians are
musicians,
crazy in Erie.
singers. There's like,
There's a ton.
like Dreadman, bless his soul, too, pointed it out to me. He's like, you guys don't realize what you got in Erie, man. Like, there's just like people of all different genres.
Yeah,
They're
see-
all good too. I'm like, I guess you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't take it for granted living there, but yeah, I mean, even like the metal community we have is so big and coming back strong and just,
Yeah, we're
Put on
gonna
a
be
local
talking to
fest
him
with
soon.
25 bands.
yeah, it's
every
easy
year.
to do. I mean,
Yeah.
Dreadfest is coming up
That
too.
says
That's
it all.
420, so it's like
Yeah, we're actually
that's
doing
a rap
his.
show.
Just one
30
genre,
bands.
yeah, you can
yeah.
pack together 25.
Yeah,
30
it's easy to
bands
do,
in one
man. And it's
genre.
cool because it's like fucked. It's like all the homies, It's almost like shit. You have one of these, and it's like everybody comes because it's like
Yeah, Pete's coming on a week before that.
Dreadman's coming on.
Yeah, 'cause I wanted to talk to him.
He was like, he's the only guy to say this is our only other interview besides Dreadman. We've only done interviews with
I love
Dreadman.
it. Yeah.
That's it. Like we've done like 2 or 3
Same.
with Dreadman. That's it.
Yeah,
Like,
we did
special.
2 and a
Beyond
half
Silence
years.
had
Oh,
one
the
season.
I-
Happy Hour. Never mind. I lied. 2-man happy hour. I forgot about that one. That
Yes,
was-
yeah.
So
That
that
was just me and you.
that was me and you. That was a full band. Yeah.
But I liked her. I can't wait to talk to him.
Yeah, he's that dude. If you talk like promotion wise, like Dreadman, Jen Quirk, like Mayhem and stuff,
Yeah,
that
because
too, but like,
I don't know anything about like the
but even
the
like
hip
dude,
hop
like
scene
from the
or
ashes,
jazz
and,
scene, but like I have no
Idle
problem.
Star,
I would
all
love to
kinds
sit
of-
down.
there's,
If
like, all kinds
someone
of
wants to
people,
push them our way, we'd
Yeah.
be more than happy to sit down through hip hop,
yeah.
whatever. I think it'd be
Don't
kind of
matter to
cool.
me.
oh, dude,
Doesn't
yeah,
matter to us.
Good music's good music.
exactly. Same here. That's what's fun. That's why people are like, "What are you guys into?" Like, we're all pretty much into the same thing. We're all into good music. Like,
I'm like, yeah, I'm
I mean,
like,
like today I might listen to this. Tomorrow I'm gonna listen to that. I don't know.
I'm like, if you look at our playlist, it might be, some Slipknot, some Brotherhood, might
I
be
know,
some
yeah,
of your guys. Then
Got
might
a really
jump down
important
that.
announcement. We gotta tell people Ian does not like the Deftones. Don't fucking think that he does. Okay,
Not
when we
for
talk
a
about
second.
liking the Deftones, we're talking about the 3 of
You
us,
don't like the
and not the
Deftones?
whole band.
Not the whole band.
Not the whole band. Okay,
Are
let's make that very
they
clear.
are they your Nickelback?
Oh man, I don't know.
Probably rather listen
See, I don't know why everybody hates on
I thought
Nickelback. I'm like,
they're
I'm
not
like,
bad.
I kind of like Nickelback.
I told you about everything. I don't know anything like that, dude, but like that album
They get
State,
shit
yeah.
on so much. I'm like,
Yeah, well, it's because that Chad Kroger dude said some kind of arrogant shit. I think like I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
I
there's
don't
couple
give a
things
fuck.
that, yeah.
People like that.
Then he
do
started
whatever's
talking shit on Corey
popular, man,
Taylor and
let's be
said that like
honest.
Corey Taylor
Oh,
didn't
did he
have
really?
nothing. Oh yeah, that's why it was funny. That's what
okay, well,
really
he's dead to me. But you
dropped
still
it,
make
that's what
good
I'm
music.
saying.
I'll still listen to you, but you're dead to me.
He said Corey Taylor couldn't write a song and all that. And it was like, dude, he's like one of the best lyricists.
Yeah, I'm
of all
like
time.
thinking,
What
like,
are you talking about?
Come on.
And he's
So
very
it's like funny because I had nothing against Nickelback.
I don't
Either.
know.
Like, what's that you gotta be like?
It's
He's
the
very underrated as a
Cliche
singer.
thing to jump up and
Corey
hate
Taylor?
things that
Yeah.
are
Oh,
popular.
he's like-
So it's like the people
Yeah,
that
no.
hate the Swifties
People, yeah.
and the people
Yeah.
that you're gonna have those people that jump up and hate things that
The
are
bigger
crazy
you get, the more
popular.
hated you
Yeah,
are.
it's
That's
just
just how
the
it
way.
goes. Yeah.
I know. I mean, Taylor Swift's not my first choice, but I don't give two shits about her.
You can't deny
Come
that
on.
she's one of the most.
Well, yeah, she's a
successful
fucking
people. You know what I mean?
billionaires and like.
Absolutely.
For real.
Absolutely.
I'm like,
Plus that whole
good
like
for you for
viral
thinking
music
it's a bad
backstory. That's fucking
relationship,
awesome.
but
So yeah.
it's not my taste, but good for you. I don't give two shits.
Quite a list
Yeah.
of accolades, you know. For
You
sure.
know,
Yeah.
And people were bitching about the halftime show.
Oh.
Fucking-
That's gonna happen every year, man.
And I'm like,
It's just funny because like we were watching it, we only watched it for the halftime show, and my wife's like, she's like, watch, someone's gonna be like, this is the fucking worst halftime show ever. And like she looks, she opens her phone, she's like, there it is. I was like, damn, 3 seconds later, we're watching it.
Somebody had their finger ready on the button.
It's just like,
We're
yeah,
sure.
it's like, yeah, they're just like waiting for it. Like,
No, it's
just-
so funny too because I watched it because Gibson, he's made the transition from like heavy metal, fucking rap, old school rap, new school
That's awesome,
rap,
yeah.
now old rock. It goes back. So he
they go hand in hand, man. If you think about it, the most rebellious musics and the most like
it
shunned
wasn't
musics are
bad.
hip hop and metal, dude.
It wasn't bad at all. I'm
From
like,
the same place.
Yeah, they come from the same place.
yeah, because I
They're
told my
different.
wife, I'm like, I'm like, it wasn't bad. I didn't think it was good. I think it was bad. I'm like, it was just your average.
Yeah.
It was.
That's just the funny, like, you feel
I'm
like
like,
I'm
it
gonna go tell
wasn't-
the world I hated it.
I know, you look at me, open up action.
Somebody
I
relate
go,
to me.
Yep, there it
I
is.
enjoyed all
There
the
it is.
memes
There it is.
coming in.
Right
Oh, yeah,
there.
it's funny. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
I still like to watch it too because I'm just like cracking when people are like, all fired up about it. I know some people just troll it and have fun with it. Like, that was terrible.
I didn't
Like,
think it was bad at all, but I don't know what was the year before was what
I don't know.
Dre, Snoop, and
Was that last year?
That was an epic half.
That shit wasn't. that was like dork.
It was funny too because like all people like my age were Gen X. I'm like, that's our fucking generation,
Yeah.
bitch.
Right.
This is our halftime. Don't
Eminem,
fuck it up.
50 Cent,
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah.
Dre, Snoop Dogg,
Yeah,
and
that's-
all
yeah,
that
that's
in
right. Yeah,
one
that's
show,
classic,
dude.
yeah.
That was epic.
There were
Yeah.
still some people pissed off about that. Like, why didn't they have this
They were.
person? Why didn't they have this person? That's how
They
they
were pissed
done
off
better.
because like Snoop was like,
Yeah,
it all.
yeah,
like
you
in the
can't get
set,
it.
was like smoking a blunt.
You know?
What if they
And, like,
just,
they- you
Snoop
could
was
see-
downstairs
Yeah,
smoking
you
a
could see
blunt.
him doing it. Like pissed off. I'm like,
I'd be worried.
I'm like,
for real.
you realize that's Snoop, right?
This is
Mike, it just,
if they did,
I was
though?
his status.
you know,
Fuck you, do. I'm like,
you know how
I'm
they got
doing the
those
same
camping?
thing.
You know they got those camping seasoning things with like all the different seasonings in one shaker. So
yeah.
they set up a stage like that, right? Where it's just like, you know, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, Goron,
Oh yeah.
like Kendrick Lamar, like have all the different genres and just like they each do like a clip of their songs that just like spins and random crotch like, here you go. If you're not happy with this, then fuck off. We do everything we have.
Some people go,
Yeah,
fucking
where's
hate
the
that one.
classical jazz,
one.
man? I want to see some
fucking hate
fucking
that one.
opera.
That's
God
like,
dang it.
you know, it's everybody. Someone they're gonna always bitch about something.
Always.
certainly.
So you, so what do you guys got coming up? Anything?
Second
I-
time you asked
Man.
this?
Yeah, I know, but I forgot.
It's a
I got a
I think we got what, like 8 or 10
I got
shows on the books right
Yeah, we got,
now.
like,
started off
three-
with
Hey, where's Maple Heights at?
It's like near Cleveland.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
Okay, it is.
basically in Cleveland. Yeah.
It's in that
Oh, no
section
shit.
where everything has heights following the name of it.
Ah, okay, right where you get,
Southeast
okay.
of Cleveland.
Which is pretty cool. This year, like
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Then you were like talking about like fucking Buffalo shit.
Oh, we're getting out there this year. That's our
an
goal for
inertia,
sure.
man.
is
We've been
really
we've
spread
been
the
dying
wings.
to get out there with them because
Now, where can people like find your music online?
oh yeah,
Spotify.
Spotify, YouTube, all of it. I mean,
How do they look you up?
Gelatin, Skeleton,
All right,
and
cool.
it's
Just
good.
make sure you don't have the Canadian one.
Yeah, the Canadian one.
I
is
know.
Yeah,
loud.
don't.
Yeah, I got. Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
make sure it's
realize
the
that.
Erie, PA one.
I follow
The
both of them, but I
American
know
Gelatin
the
Skeleton.
fucking logo.
Because
now.
that was one
They're
fucking
actually
thing.
kind of cool. I'm
I
like,
giggled. You shared it on the page.
Yeah, and
the
I'm
one
like,
day, and I was like, that's not us.
I was surprised that name wasn't taken when we got that. I was like, that's got to be taken. I was like, it's not fucking taken.
it's not.
There was a band. There was a dude who had Skeleton to Gelatin. He was like a rap video on there, but it wasn't like his
It
name.
was so yeah.
And I was
still
like,
have it
how
out
is that
there.
not taken?
I
Yeah.
still follow them.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it. I'm not going to unfollow.
Oh, we
them. I'll
follow
go
him.
back.
We follow him too, dude. We've been
yeah.
talking. We actually got offered one of those shows. Somebody messaged our band page. I think you wrote back to him like, and he was like, we'd have to like get our passports.
Oh,
and all that.
right, no.
And they were like, aren't you guys from around there? Like, no, you're looking for the other Gelatin Skeletons.
Yeah.
Canadian guys. We're completely
Okay,
different.
we got to
style.
talk about this because I brought this up to him.
Uh-huh.
And it took me. I know you probably are going to say I already knew about, it, but I didn't know.
know.
But you two fucking have the one, or fucking the Facebook account, the one I'm following.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's
Oh, me and Matt, yeah,
I'm like,
Matt,
it's really
Matt,
both
yeah.
of them, right? He goes, yeah. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, so I'm like thinking to myself, so I'm like, so who in the fuck am I talking to?
You never
I'm
know.
Most likely
I thought-
Fox,
I'm like,
every
yeah,
once in a while.
So remember how I told you when we had the first, we first started, like, none of the band had a social media. And, like, that was stay true. I used to have a flip phone. I just got a smartphone literally, like, 2 years ago. Maybe not even that long ago. So, like, like I said, we've been really out of touch. And our singer at the time was like, do you know how difficult it is to promote a band when you're the only one in the band with a social media?
That's fucking
And then, like, so then, like, we always laugh. We're like, I don't know, man, just figure it out. We're just going to keep playing. And so we just kept playing. And then it was like, but we realized later, I was like, wow, he was kind of like the whole face of everything, like, and like, we need to, like, kind of get more of control.
Oh,
of
that's
this.
hilarious,
So the
dude.
second
It's like-
singer was like, he's like, guys, I'm going to take the band page and make it you guys. I'm going to make it Maddox Matt, and you guys can go into it together. And we're like, whatever. And then we were like, because that's the only way people could get a hold of us, really. People would try to hit us up on Facebook, and we were like, we don't know, man, sorry. So we tried to be more involved, and then I also didn't have a because I didn't have a smartphone. It was like, if they were trying to get a hold of me, I would use his phone. I'd be like, let me see your phone if we got any messages.
It's fucking
so
hilarious.
we just kind of kept it because it was just funny and hilarious, and we didn't really give a shit about Facebook and social media. But then the longer time went on, the more we're like, I guess that is how you market and everything like that. I don't know. We kind of always let the singers just do it, and that was probably a mistake. Now we have somebody who's probably like
every band I've ever been in. It's just the singer.
It's usually the singer that does it. Yeah. But now it's tough because we didn't have a singer for a while. I'm like, well, one of us has to say something, and it's looking in the room. It's like, well, we're all terrible at saying things.
It took me a while, Mike, to get man.
Yeah. So we just kept it because it's hilarious.
I'm not sure. I'm like, that's they sure we're in count, right? Yeah, I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like,
we're forced into that, damn it.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
So now then we just kind of now it's just classic. Like if you know what I mean. It's like people who know, like it's just
now I know I should bet.
Couple people really
talking to yesterday night.
Oh yeah, there was actually I got married in November, and there was a guy who thought that we were like a throuple because it was she posted married to Mad X Matt, and it was in the picture of us, it's the three of us still too, and somebody was like, when the hell did that happen? Like, what? I don't understand. Hilarious, dude. It's just so funny. And our Facebook algorithm's all drums, or you guitar player? What do you try all this? Campfire, steaks, and drums? Yeah. All right.
Oh my God.
Idea what to do.
Oh my God, that's too funny. So I don't even know who I'm thinking. I'm thinking I'm talking to Matt Cock. I'm not.
We've gone back and forth with people in the messages before just to fuck with them too. That's pretty fun too. And our friends will be like, "Stop it!" It looks like we're talking to ourselves. But
I'd be a fucking easy mark. I'd be a really easy mark. I'd be really.
He's a dumbass that we got a message on our Facebook page says your page isn't gonna be deleted.
Well, after what happened last week, on that post we made,
I'm like.
It looks legit.
Fake, man.
It looks legit.
Oh, yeah, they're good at it.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I'm changing the password as we speak. Yes, I know. I fucked up. I'm changing it right now. But it looked fucking. Because I figure whatever what happened with the post, all that shit,
and
I'm
nothing bad about it.
No, but I'm thinking that. Yeah, I'm what did that
naked selfies up there or something?
Yeah, and I'm thinking, why did I get this? I'm getting this message from it, and it looks legit. From I'm thinking, what copyright, what patent or what copyright did I violate? I'm like, there's nothing I can think.
It came in Messenger. That's your first.
I don't know, dude.
Lesson learned. Lesson learned.
Yeah, I just wrote no, man. Just wrote no. Fuck you. Didn't delete me. I'll make another one, motherfucker. Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. I hate him. Do that. Yeah, well, it looked legit. I'm sorry. I clicked on it. Yeah. When he did, asked me that. I'm like, I'm changing the password as we speak. I'm like, I knew. When he said that, he came back and said that. I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I fucked up, man. Yeah.
For the win.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Wakey, old man.
Anything else you guys want to promote, bring out before we wrap this up?
And now I'm going to think of it after the fact and be like,
I know, you might as well think about it. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, yeah.
Let's see. Pretty much this summer, just come out and see. Mayhem's got the patio concert series. There's the noob show coming up at Basement Transmissions from the Ashes. There's just so much going on.
There's a lot of shit coming up.
A lot of stuff coming. A lot of big things coming up. Coming back strong, man. There's a lot of people that are just really just boosting the scenes. Even you guys with this. I mean, there's.
We're not trying. We're not meaning to. We just want to have.
It's all right.
We just want to hang out. Yeah, we just want to hang out and have fun.
It's fun, dude. Because the thing is, building the archives, 10 years from now, you'll look back and be like, fuck yeah.
It could be cool.
Look how young they look,
I know, but other than that, I mean, where can
beard was.
Where can people find you? People on, just look you up on, Facebook, social media.
Yeah, check us out on Facebook. I mean, you can friend request the Mad X Man if you want to, or just the Joe Scale, follow it.
You won't even know who you're talking to.
That's fun.
That's where you're going to find all our links for shows and
the Joe Scale Facebook,
If you want to find us at a venue, that's where you're going to want to look to.
This year we got Trevor Dunlap too. We're working on some new designs for art and shirts and everything like that. He's been the guy who's pretty much done most of our artwork, and Been
Nice.
really
Yeah,
big.
he's done a lot of artwork for other bands I've been into.
Yeah,
Like
he
for-
kind of
for
arted up the whole scene
artwork.
last year. He was just like did specials
Oh,
for
yeah.
everybody, and I was like,
Yeah, there's some. I'll tell you what. There's some killer artwork on some of these bands
dude,
out
yeah.
here.
yeah.
And
So-
he's
he's
going
done
to be
for-
going for
He
another
did,
Bravura.
he did Bravura. Perdition.
no.
I think he did some Bravura. He didn't like Steve got some Indonesian guy to do a lot of Bravura merch.
But yeah, last year he did a lot of people's stuff. Actually, I think he did the Beyond Silence, or not Beyond Silence, Souls Collapse. I think he did the Souls Collapse logo. But he did a lot of people. Yeah, he did a lot of people's logos.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's
That's
a cool,
cool.
dude. He's
yeah.
he's messing with what's his name? It's like Ghost of Allure, or it's EHLR or something like that.
Huh.
He was messing with He was in Casket Maker for a while, and like messing with them, and like
Oh yeah, it's been another half
Basket
hour.
maker.
cool guys. Okay, yeah. So we know we're over an hour now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're at, yeah.
About
But
that
no, we're
time
gonna
now.
be after this one. We're gonna be taking a few weeks break. We won't be recording anything until
Oh, yeah.
probably
Who's your next? Who's your next speaker up there?
what, mid-March.
Oh, Storms.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we got Storms
Oh,
coming in
dude,
our
that's
next
great.
next
That'll
one.
be the next
That's
one,
like the yeah.
And then right after that, the week after that, we have Eden on Fire coming on.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And then,
Connor
so-
McRae, dude, he just joined them.
Yeah,
dude.
Connor.
Connor's like, I took a few lessons from that dude. He's a cool ass dude.
Yeah, so it's
Great
gonna be
ass dude.
interesting. Yeah, but we're gonna take a little hiatus. 'cause
He was
we
in
got-
Bravura with
Yeah,
with Ian.
yeah, I was in the band
He was in a
Connor
band with
for a long
Connor.
time.
Family
He was-
stuff.
Yeah.
He did
cool.
he did Perdition solos and
Yeah.
stuff. So yeah, I know
He was
Connor
in
really
Dreadnoughts for a while.
He works with he works at World of Music with me. So I know Connor really well.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of follow him on Facebook, but I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to, chat with him. It'd be kind of
Hell
cool
yeah,
to see
we'll
what
do
happens.
Shit too, yeah.
But other than that, folks, if you're watching, listening, make sure you follow.
So you're gonna get Ron in here again then?
Who?
You get Ron in here again
Oh boy.
with but without Ron with no ending. They're like just a Ron.
I think we got that. I think we got that figured out now. If we're gonna have him
Yeah.
back, I think we got the
You got
seating
is it the whole
chart.
whole
Yeah.
storms coming.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The whole
yeah.
storms is coming too. Yeah.
But you guys were the first whole band.
Yeah,
right?
Got to
Actually,
see
yeah.
that. I know. Hell yeah, we're the
Hell
first
yeah.
whole band.
Yeah. Actually, I mean, like I said,
Everybody made it.
everybody
Cheers,
made it.
bro.
But yeah, it's tough. And that, just follow us on
It's empty, but
on
I changed it.
Facebook. You can find us on Spotify or our webpage, which is the
website.
metalfamilyxp.com. That'll take you to all of our links. We are selling shirts and
Scan
some
the
merchandise
QR
now.
code, bitches.
Other than that,
Oh yeah.
guys, it's been a pretty
Been
cool
awesome.
conversation.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you
having-
guys.
Definitely.
Let's get a center. Let's get a center. First full band centers.
Yeah, I
fist
know.
bump,
Full
dude.
band,
First
full
full
band.
Full center fist bump.
All right, see you, everybody. See you next
All right,
time.
see you next time.
Bye.